Hey, y'all, it's Leo with Member
Oh,
Solutions on over here with film support. We got Chris, aka John. How y'all doing? It's only a tiny bit cold in my office right now. I'm using the last bit of heat to warm it up for this stream, so I'm not going to be freezing during the stream, and I can actually concentrate. Um, I I could have swore I wrote down what I wanted to do for the stream the other day, but I am not finding where I wrote that down. I could have swore I was like, hey, let's do this, and this. Where is that? Log in. Can't fix it. No, that's not it. Because there were a few different things I wanted to do today. What I remember was I of course wanted to maybe do some random skits today. Where are you? That bothers me so much.
what's up?
I could have swore I sent a memo of what to do today for the live stream, and I can't seem to find it. Maybe did I message you? I messaged you directly. I was like, if you're up to it, let's do a few videos, versus videos during the live stream, Predator or otherwise. Maybe talk about the next part of Stitch is Thor video, and maybe do a Dresden versus video.
Jeremy Sandock, I am going to be at some events this year, but I am scaling it back because the last 2 years of going to events and meeting people has been awesome, but it has not been rewarding financially, and I cannot continue to drop $1,300, $1,400 on going to an event and staying in a hotel and food, etc. Multiple times a year.
I just straight up don't have the money, and for us, both of us, to do it together is expensive for both of us. So it's one thing if I get invited to like a local event and it's close enough that I don't have to worry about a hotel cost. But that doesn't happen almost ever. And the few times that there are events that are close-ish, no one's going to them. No one that knows us is going to those events. Which makes going to them cost money and fuel and food and that kind of stuff.
But I will be going to MomoCon in Atlanta in May. And maybe the Atlanta Comic-Con, because that's a 2-hour drive for me and I can stay with somebody. So that's way less expensive. And I'm going to try to make it out to PAX West in Seattle this year. I have no clue if that's going to happen, though.
That's this year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's January. That one, because that's Seattle, Washington, that'd be less travel for me. I don't know. That would be one that, like, if there was interest enough, maybe. But Dragon Con, I have no idea where Dragon Con is this upcoming
Atlanta.
Atlanta? No, that's...
I may go to that as well. Dragon Con is 5 days of convention center and multiple hotel insanity. Hundreds of thousands of people descend on Atlanta for Dragon Con. And
very similar to Comic-Con, right? The one here.
It's way
bigger. It's longer.
I don't know that I have the social battery to handle Dragon Con. I have friends that go every year, so I might go with some. It just depends. And I'll probably be at the SC Comic-Con, which is the local one here in Greenville, South Carolina.
And another one for me that limits me, and Chris was bringing this up the other day, was I'm disabled. I deal with a lot of pain. A good portion of my day is pain management. I can get through the day, and last Comic-Con I had medication to get, and I was taking it every day. Chris was not aware because it didn't seem like I was taking it every day. what would happen was I would take it out at night, and that's why I couldn't go and spend time because I think it was like 6, 7 o'clock we got done with our day, right? And you'd be like, "Hey, you want to go for dinner or something?" And I would decline. And he wasn't aware that the reason why he just thought I didn't want to socialize, that I was just done with social. No, it was pain related. It was I don't like being in front of people, a bunch of random people, when I'm not exactly all there. My pain medication makes me very wonky. Works great though. Nice to meet you, Hayden. So Chris, Dane, there are a lot of people that I do not know how to. Hot link is off. What?
Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing great tonight. I know Levi said hi to everyone, but I'm saying hi now.
No, the stream Elements is working.
Yeah.
What about Labs? Elements is always, we're not paying. Like, can you make sure that you don't pay for that again?
Yep. Are we going to lose the bang functionality if we don't pay for that, though? No? Okay, cool.
It's part of the free service. And I just like, we don't use it. If we streamed a different way and had the ability to stream that way consistently, like the biggest problem was the consistent streams. The way I do streaming, I can't. It doesn't work on the other. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention this.
Levi knows Mass Effect. I do not.
I know Mass Effect well enough. It has been a while since I've delved into it. That's like anytime you want to do content and it's something that you at least think that you know. If you haven't had any interaction with it in a while, you might not remember it the way that you think you remember it. Mass Effect is a very lore-heavy series. Very, very lore-heavy. 1, 2, and 3. You have Andromeda. You have the books. You have the casual fan, which is the gamer fan that played 1, 2, and 3. Is not going to care about Andromeda. Is not going to care about some of the other stuff. They want Commander Shepard. And here's the big thing: which Shepard are you talking about? Because of the type of game it is, you have Paragon Shepard, you have Neutral Shepard. I can't remember. You have good, evil, neutral. Right? Just go with that. They're different proper names from Mass Effect. I'm spacing them right now. And yeah, then you have male Shep or female Shep, and then you have honestly the gender doesn't actually matter as much as the choices that you make. Multiverse Shepard. Oh, you know that I could do. Ooh, well, what alien? God, they wouldn't even be. They'd just be an alien. Could I walk Chris through that?
Thanks, hardcore player. The 24/7 stream broke because reasons, and it's fixed because reasons.
Here's the funny thing: neither of us turned it back on. It decided it wanted to be back on. We have no idea why it broke. Renegade, thank you. So the question here: if we did a Predator versus Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, Predator versus Commander Shepard, it would be easier for me to do the call on the Predator side than it would be for me to walk Chris through. But it would be more in tune, and more people would probably latch onto it if the Predators were talking to Chris, aka John. Here's how, Chris, I want you to do me a favor. Describe Master Chief in a way that he could be confused for a different. Why are you? What was that about?
My camera was too high up.
Oh, describe Master Chief in a way that he could be confused within the first couple of sentences for any other generic guy with a gun. That's big, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, any gaming character, Doom, that kind of stuff. First couple of sentences, kind of like what you did with guy with a white hair and a sword, right? There's reasons behind this for everyone.
Mhm.
I want to see what he says for Master Chief. Big guy in armor and a weapon, yeah.
Listen. The armor is not just decorative, okay? The armor is what makes him him. Now, outside of the armor, right? He's still super strong, super fast. But inside of that armor, you don't stand a single chance.
So if you started with the armor, big guy in green armor and a big gun. See, yeah, and that's you've got 3 to 4, but that's not, you're not going to mistake Commander Shepard for Master Chief, to be honest. Not once you get into the specifics of the type of armor. Big guy and a lot of armor. Used to killing aliens. Confuse him with Iron Man? No, you're not going to confuse. Yeah, I guess you can. Need a generic way to describe that we can start and damn near make it a series, because you have Commander Shepard, you got Master Chief, you've got Doomslayer, you've got Iron Man would technically fit in there, but not quite the same, because those 3 guys are, especially if you say guys instead of like Commander Shepard can be either or, but person wearing armor and wielding guns in an expert manner, right? Fallout is another one, but that would be power armor. I don't know how somebody would mistake power armor for a regular dude wearing armor. Mass Effect 3,
They don't
because
know
that's
what power armor is.
True. So here's something I'll say. Commander Shepard, depending on which route you go on your specs, if you're not aware of how this game works, could very well get to the point of being that strong physically, right? But there are different specs that you can go. You can go bionics, you can go just straight on basically strength and training, you can go tactics. If you go tactics, you're going to be more like, and see, this is what makes Commander Shepard so cool. If you go tactics, he's more like, I want to say Snake. That's not the right guy. Is it the right guy? I was thinking, all of a sudden I thought of Command and Conquer instead of what I'm trying to think of.
What?
Crap. Anybody that got that reference knows how my mind goes. Metal Gear Solid. The way I remembered it. Crap. Yeah, Paragon soldier build. So you have tactician is more like that. Bionics or is very just like, you can become super strong and fling people around with your brain effectively, or build yourself up to be just like a meat shield. And then the middle is the combination of those two effectively. So it's really cool where you can go with that, and so you can confuse Commander Shepard with a variety of characters if you do it right. I think if we went down the middle for Commander Shepard, it would be really funny to have the game kind of go like, oh, you're fighting a soldier with, God, I don't want to do that because like the way that you start off that compared along with everything else right now. Fuck.
You okay?
No, I'm just trying to think of a way to do this.
Can I share something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
That's based on a sketch that I'm writing right now.
Yeah, sure.
I told you about this yesterday.
Did you? Oh, hey! Is that the
That's the Yellow Lantern Yautja.
Let me see that.
I'm gonna zoom in here. I didn't mean to zoom in there. Hold on.
Oh yeah, buddy. Give me a second.
This is just an image he sent me. I've got a poster. I've got a poster on the way. We're gonna be able to put these in our shop. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So what if Sinestro, and notice how the armor is all Yellow Lantern projection. He also made a version of the mask where it's just a metal mask with yellow eyes. I can show you that too.
All right, sorry.
No, you're good. So question. If Sinestro brought the Yautja into the Yellow Lanterns, the number of Yautja there are based on previous villain support stuff. What if the Yautja took over the Yellow Lantern Corps from Sinestro without him realizing it was going to happen? And it's a call with Sinestro saying they took it from me. They took what from who took what from you, Sinestro? The Hunters. They took my core, my Lantern Corps from me. So y'all have a preference for the yellow projection mask versus the metal mask?
Honestly, the other one looked really, really cool, but might have
The
been
yellow one?
Yeah. And you were saying how we will be able to sell it through our shop?
Yes. So what'll happen is I'll sell it as a product that we sell.
Yeah.
But what'll happen is someone will place an order. I will then go to Terry and place the order through him with all the delivery information. And he will then ship it out.
So I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
What happens if you get like 1,000 orders?
Then I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing some work and telling Terry, hey, I'm taking these down, and you're going to have to sell them on your site. Or I might ask him to give me a different discount code. Because here's the thing. This dude, Terry, is, all this stuff on my wall, the Darth Jar Jar, and all this stuff, this is all Terry's art.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. And he sells his stuff at a discount at conventions, but you buy, God damn it, camera. You buy from him online, and his normal prints are $150 to $300. He doesn't. He wants to. He's never done a collaboration like this with an influencer, and he wants to see how it goes. So what he's willing to do is reduce his cost so that we can sell it at a lower price point. And we make a little bit, he makes a little bit, and it covers his shipping and costs and everything. Mm-hmm. So I might talk to him about saying, instead of putting this in our shop, just in case we get tons of orders, can you give me a code that lets people that I direct to your shop get it for what I was going to sell it for? And then anyone who doesn't have that can go ahead and buy it. People who find it organically can buy it for whatever price you're putting it on.
Yeah, cool. So it's an affiliate code like you would use villain support, whatever / villain support. Mm-hmm. It would take it to them, show that code, you use that code, and bam, you get that at the discounted rate. I know for Big Cartel, I can. And that allows you to keep track because it says like, oh, so many items were sold of such and such, and it was used with this code. Now the downside is if they don't use the code, but they went through our traffic, we wouldn't be able to keep track of that, right? If they went to his website but then bought without using the code, there's no way to tell if that person went there because of our thing, unless it was built into the back end of the website itself. When you're building websites, there's always a way to track where they came from, what link they clicked on, and that kind of stuff. But for a lot of merchant sites, they don't care about where you came from so much as like, are you using a discount code? Are you using an affiliate code? If you continue to use that affiliate, so on and so forth. That's the reason why Honey was able to make money, because you would click on a thing, and if you had Honey installed, it would save you money, quote unquote, by using their code and switching out the other one. And no one really picked up on it for years. So they were literally stealing money from other people. Fear of Chuck Norris drove the Youch to become masters of the Yellow Lantern Ring.
we had to fight fear with fear.
As far as how to start that thing, that'd be a really good way to think of it from the long-term effect, right? How would we ever get them to relinquish the rings? Right? Like, what way are we going to eradicate the Yautja that joined up in order to continue to do the Predator Versus content that we would normally do? Otherwise, the Predator Versus with a Yellow Lantern, people are going to call us out on that, right? So what if it started off as one, and he started recruiting other Yautja, and we have anybody, any character, doesn't matter what character we choose, mention how bad of an idea it's going to be to let all of them do that. Because it's bottom dollar for villain support, right? The Predators cost us money, but they also make us a lot more. According to our lore and everything, they're making us a lot more money than they cost us.
Right.
So if they got the Yellow Lantern rings and every single one of them was able to be part of the Yellow Lantern Ring Corps, they have zero need to be on that planet, zero need to use us. We would lose money. Well, you can just ask Sinestro to shut down the rings. Well, he built a self in case any of the course try and betray. There we go. I was like, I could have swore that's not a thing that could be. Thank you. I didn't want to say it out loud in case I was wrong. Parallax. Oh yeah, from the stuff. So that would be a good one.
It doesn't work because he so many of them joined that it overloaded the system or something. I don't know.
What we can do is, instead of starting it off as they're all doing it,
should be one.
Yeah, start it off as one, build up the hype. Do that one video and see how well it does, and then kind of jump from there. Hey, how goes it?
Goat.
That was just that. Sheep.
Goats go nah. Sheep go bah.
Nah. Anyways, so I think you still have that. So what if we started off as a normal Predator Versus video? We figure out who we want them to go against. It could be a villain. You very rarely do Predator versus villain stuff.
Right.
So what if we make it a Predator versus villain that they decided to go after? and you're talking to that particular villain, you could be like, and it's supposed to be a villain that should easily be able to handle these guys.
Yeah.
And then you can be like, oh, that's the Yautja. You should be able to handle them. And then you get told, it was like, well, now they're glowing yellow, and they have, so on and so forth, describing, and you're like, I don't think we're talking about the same thing here. Can you send me a picture of what you're talking about? Bam, it's that picture. And you go, I need to make a different phone call. just leave the guy hanging. And it'd be really cool if it was voice acted, because then you can have that villain going, John, wait, John, click, and you call Sinestro and be like, did you give the Yautja a lantern ring? And then have that be the end, because that's a great place to end it. That's a really heightened ending. And let people latch onto that from there. Oh yeah, have you eaten? Have you hydrated? And have you medicated? I have hydrated. I've snacked, and I have medicated. Well,
yes.
I'll go and figure out regular food in a bit. Finally got it up to 67 degrees in here. 67 in the summertime feels great because everything else is hot. 67 in the winter, everything else is cold. So everything just radiates cold. Oh, pardon me. So what villain do we want them fighting?
Thinking about that.
Here's a question. What villain can you not help but root for?
Who would wreck a regular Yautja but wouldn't beat a Yellow Lantern empowered Yautja?
If the Yautja knew how to use the ring, there's a lot of things that are not going to beat a Lantern Corps unless you're in the DC universe. Like, and this for everyone here, most of the movies and TV shows, and I hate to say it, but the new one where Nathan Fillion was the Green Lantern, where he's effortlessly beating everything, is the most accurate portrayal of a Green Lantern or Lantern Corps user we have seen, because they are that strong. They are insanely strong. They just simply have a battery.
I love the bit where the hand comes out of the ground like.
Yeah. To give context, that same Guy Gardner, if I remember that's him on there. If I remember that it's the same comic, creates himself living organs using his ring, because his body essentially gets ripped apart, and he has to nonstop use that, and nonstop, like, he has to periodically still charge. He basically becomes the willpower of the ring. Like, it's insane. The amount of power that not even Thanos, to be perfectly honest, without the gauntlet, because with the gauntlet, he could snap him away, provided that those same rules work against him. But why is Thanos even bothering with?
What about Sabretooth? I think Thanos is too strong.
Yeah, well, Thanos would still get wrecked by a fully powered that knows how to use it. But I agree with the Sabretooth. What's a super popular villain?
Sabretooth would wreck a regular Yautja.
Oh yeah. What's a popular villain right now? There's a lot of popular villains. Guy Gardner, also Moon, Batman. Yeah,
Batman deserved it.
Frieza? No. Magneto? No. Well, no, wait.
Does the ring protect against electromagnetic interference? Would it basically deny his magnetism?
Omega Red would work, but we're talking about yellow. Um, All for One would kick a Yautja's ass either way. The amount of powers that All for One has. No. Magneto could very well work. The general consensus of how Magneto's powers versus how Magneto's powers actually work would play key here. Yeah. On average, the way Magneto uses his powers, he would struggle with a powered up Yautja using the Lantern Ring. Lobo? No, Lobo would kick. Lobo has defeated. What are you, Lobo?
I'm sure Lobo's beaten the shit out of lanterns before.
Yeah. The ring is not magnetic. The ring is not magnetic. The ring cannot in any shape, form, or way be forcibly taken unless it's taken by someone of the same. Like with a green power ring, you could will the ring away, right? You to yourself. Whoever has the strongest willpower could technically do that. It's not supposed to, but it has been done in comics before. Same thing with yellow is very much like that. Orange is very much like that. Willpower, green, hope, that kind of stuff. So Magneto very well would wreck a normal Yautja, would struggle with another one. It's not that he would lose to, though.
I think jumping straight to Magneto is too much, though.
Yeah. We need somebody right in between Magneto. Sabretooth is kind of there, but we need somebody that might be a little bit... Who would actually call. I mean, like...
Bane?
Bane's fought in Green Power Rangers before... No, Power Rangers. Oh! What's her name? I just spaced her name.
Rita?
Yes.
She wouldn't be the regular Yautja.
I mean, technically she could.
She's too
weak. Technically she could.
She's too weak.
It does depend on which one you're going with, but Solomon, no. Okay, you're like, no. Rita Repulsa. Oh, that would have been that would have been a good one. You're gonna have any Power Ranger fans pop in and be like, no, what? Yeah, Andrew, that's true. Until she becomes a something like that. The general Rita is an entirely different thing. So God, it's one of those things where Boba Fett's more of a bounty hunter. Like he would struggle. He would struggle with honestly a regular Yautja though. He could still win, but he would struggle.
Right.
And it's not that Sabretooth isn't like the we need somebody of Sabretooth's power level.
Right.
somebody that people would more latch on to. It doesn't have to be limited to DC, Marvel, and stuff like that. It could be an anime. It just needs to be popular media. That's all it has to be is popular T800 calling. Juggernaut would not have a problem. I don't think Juggernaut would have a problem with either. Goku would not have a problem. Lady Deathstrike, no. Would you actually root for Orochimaru at that point, though?
He's kind of taken a good-ish turn
Yeah.
in the Boruto series. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Skeletor! Demon! Casio! Skeletor's voice is just a high-pitched voice. Kind of right in there. At least the one I remember. Taskmaster, Goblin Slayer. You need somebody specific from Goblin Slayer, though, at that point. Again, it has to be popular media. You can't go so old that a niche that people are like, who is this character? It has to be somebody that they know.
Who's somebody that's currently very popular?
What is a villain that is currently very popular? That majority of people God. It shouldn't be this difficult. It's a good premise. Use a villain. Umbridge from Harry Potter. I think that they would struggle with a normal one. And no one's rooting for Umbridge to win. we're all gonna root for her to lose. Well, no, Mysterio is I don't think that they would be able to win against the normal one. Sukuna. Ooh.
That'd be interesting.
Depends on the power level. That would depend on where he is power level. Megatron? That's not a bad one.
Who?
Doesn't matter which version either. Megatron as a whole would squish a normal Yautja easily, but would struggle, possibly even lose, to a powered up one. Because this is somebody who could conjure things out of thin air and smash them to bits. He could conjure up a giant freaking shoulder mountain plasma canyon and just blow him to smithereens. Megatron's very popular. There is a consensus of both hate and like for the character. I think Megatron and Megatron would call if he was struggling with something that he didn't understand why he was struggling with it. So Megatron would be a good one. The biggest consensus here is we need it. We need the call to start.
What about Vader?
Why doesn't Vader have the ring? That could be the end of. Oh, that might not be a bad. Oh, you know what? If you leave it on the high end of not saying who wins and who loses, that opens up the possibility of Vader taking the ring. Because you gotta, like, and this for everyone here, I have to use this as an example because it's a prime example of just how strong Vader is. This is somebody who could pull one of the Star Destroyers from orbit from a planet.
Homelander.
Superman has struggled with the Green Lantern. I don't see why not.
If you'd kept training with Nappa, this wouldn't be happening.
I think Homelander would be a good option, especially with the current series that you've already established.
Yeah.
And Homelander is a lesser version of Superman, basically.
And of Omni-Man, yeah.
And Superman has struggled against the Green Lanterns before. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's also wrecked tons of them all at once.
Whatever the story needs him to do, right?
True. That's not what I'm getting at. It's still the rings have the power to for him, it would be the Red Sun. But for Homelander, if they figured out that his weakness is basically sound, he's fucked. Not to mention just the sheer amount of damage that they could do to him constantly, just nonstop barrage of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's run away from powered people in his own universe, fighting somebody that doesn't have to actually move and get tired. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Homelander struggling to keep up with that. I think Homelander works really well, super popular right now. I think he fits probably even better than the other one, because then this is somebody who you don't expect to lose, struggling with that. And that would also allow you to be like very dismissive about it too.
That would be awesome.
How many people remember that series though? You
remember the anime, the original anime, the OAVs, and the live action movies.
I remember Big O. That doesn't mean it's popular. I'm sorry, a little bit harsh, but I mean, it was a good series.
Big O. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan. I watched it because nothing else was on, because it was before streaming. But I was like, I just need to watch this, and then DBZ is on. That was college. Itchy.
So the last time I'm seeing anything was like 2006.
What? For Big O?
No, for Guy. Oh no, there's some stuff that was made in 2016 in the magazines in Japan. So that's a niche inside of a niche.
Dark Helmet is not actually a threat to anybody.
No,
he's just Dark Helmet is a middle manager.
I definitely think you need to go Homelander. He makes the most sense.
Yep.
Now, before I talk about doing a Stitch video or a Dresden video, while he's working up that, what is a Predator versus video that is not about the Lantern Ring? maybe we go ahead and have it down the line. Who knows? What's a Predator versus video you guys would like to see? In general.
John.
Such a Have we ever done Predators versus Dark Helmet?
No, because it's not a fight.
I know. It's. What if Predators call in and we think that they're talking about Vader, but it's Dark Helmet? How sad would it be for them to lose against Dark? That'd be such a call of like, just like, oh, you're actually surviving. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Like, wait a minute, you're actually holding your own against Vader. Oh, that would be so funny to do.
I've already got this in my head. I'm gonna wait till I have the Yellow Lantern image before I do the video, anyways. So yeah.
You gotta run with my idea.
Fuck yeah.
See, the Levi understood they lose because they're afraid. BRB helping kiddo brush teeth. Steven behaved. Predators tempted to escape from Tiny Toons. Well, now I need a different one because Chris is going over there on that one. I am not. I haven't even taken that medicine yet, and probably won't today, to be honest.
I'm getting barked at through a door. Hold on.
Predator versus Stitch from across the multiverse would be a fun one to do later on in.
I'm not playing with you right now. I'm live.
The biggest problem right now is because I just released that other Stitch video. I'd have to finish that Stitch video before I do another one. Your father's brother's ex-roommate. I'm your father's brother's ex-roommate. Not alone. He is surrounded by us. You guys want to know something funny? I had until I met Chris, I hadn't seen that movie.
You have seen it since, right?
Yeah. Like I went and did a whole video after watching it immediately. As soon as I got done watching, I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I waited so this long to see this movie." Stitch versus Wile E. Coyote. No. I want more Predator videos, not Stitch versus videos. We will work on the Stitch's Thor continuation of that. But I want to make a couple Predator videos. I'd like to make a video. Like, I've got videos to make, but they're in limbo right now because I'm waiting on other things that I can't do. Like the Constantine versus Voldemort sketch is just waiting on voice acting, and then I'll be able to record that. The Predator versus this one's a really good remake of Predator versus Alucard. Is waiting on animation. Slash deciding on what we're going to do after we get the animation. If we want to do a full live action version, we might have to redo the whole thing. Predator versus Bugs Bunny. We have not. Do you think it's been long enough that we can actually do any Warner Brothers content?
I don't know.
For those who don't know, we kind of avoided the Looney Tunes Acme stuff specifically because we were trying to distance ourselves far enough away from it. But still, to this day, we still have people calling us Acme. We had, I don't know if you know this, but we actually had somebody do like a live react video to our stuff, and they were actively pausing the video and talking about it. So like I didn't have to mix that. They grabbed, it was recommended to them. It was the playlist, an hour-long playlist, and they watched most of it through and were laughing at, pausing it, had to look up stuff and everything like that. It was an interesting thing. We actually had a reaction video to our content, which was it was nice. Predator versus Roadrunner. Oh, I don't know why I get Predator versus Animaniacs. God, can you imagine trying to talk to Wacko? I just spaced their names. Dot Wacko. I have not seen them in too long. Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. There we go. Thank you. I was gonna get it eventually. Predator versus Darkwing Duck. I have somebody who can do the Darkwing Duck voice. Hold on. I want to double check. I have to double check that. Let's get dangerous. I love Darkwing Duck. Ha ha ha! No, that's another reason not to touch the not to do anything with those characters.
What?
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot were very much a product of their time.
Like, you talking about the Hello Nurse and the Prince jokes?
Mm-hmm. Also, they have outright made fun of orange hair guy. Orange hair.
I love the Prince joke. Do you know the Prince joke?
No. I love Yakko, Wacko, and Dot in general.
Do you know the Prince joke?
I can see some stuff in my head, but I'm not sure if it's the same thing that you're doing.
So, Yakko and Wacko are playing like they're acting like detectives, and they go to Dot. They go, "Quick, dust for Prince!" And she goes back and she goes, "I found Prince," and she's holding Prince, the artist, in her arms. And they go, "No, fingerprints." And she looks at him, and he's smiling. He goes, She goes, "I don't think so," and throws him off the off screen.
RoboDuck the IRS. That'd be a great one. How about Levi's reaction to Huckno's hero name? I don't know about that one. This would be playing on the fact that people think I'm hero support, but I'm not. We want to introduce a character. I got to turn off that other heater. It's sucking up the oxygen, and I can feel it affecting my brain. The door open and the fan on and everything. I'm not bothered by it. I've got a carbon monoxide detector thingy, CO detector, and we're in the green, but doesn't mean that it still doesn't affect me. I've done a Predator versus Doctor Who a couple times, and it's not that either video was bad. They did well. It's just that there was a huge chunk of people who did not know who I was talking about. And Doctor Who is popular, like super popular, but it is hard to hit that audience that would know him right off the bat. Like half the people who watched the skit did not know who Doctor Who was. I could do one version of that video, though. That would be really, really cool. Predators versus the Knights Who Say Me. Fuck. Ah, oh goodness. I would have to do it from the predator's side. Oh, do you want to steal this from me, or can I have this one?
You're welcome to it. I think it's goofy.
Okay, I'm gonna mute here for a minute. I'm gonna. Yeah, fully charged. I'm gonna improv this. I gotta have it. It's not even the Knights Who Say Knee, but still. What kind of is it? It's still in that same vein. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna open this up here. Oh. How dare you go enter my brain? How dare I say? I would suspect anybody that lost an arm would immediately stop wanting to fight. So, are you 100% certain? Blah, 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 blah. 3, 2. I feel that most people that have lost an arm would want to stop the fight. Are you sure that you blew off their arm and not like something that they didn't need? Well, if they're wearing all black armor, you can't be 100% sure if it was a functional arm. Why don't you blow off the other? You did? Well, if he's still coming after you, does he have legs? Blow those off? Huh. So, I think I know who you're fighting. Is he currently hopping towards you? Blow the other one off. Apparently he's learned how to do the worm. Okay. You could take your win. Well, I get that he hasn't stopped the fight, but I mean, he can't really fight, and you're just gonna Why not take the win? You're the ultimate hunter of hunters. You could mount him entirely and let him mock your enemies from afar. Are you telling me that you're gonna let him win because he mocked you? Yes, words have power and they can hurt. But I'd like to point out that you're supposed to be the hunter of hunters. You know what? Have at it. Can I at least know what he called you? Did it hurt too much? I don't care. I kind of lost the plot, especially right after Kiddo walked in. Okay, here. What's up? Oh. I don't know how that. Like there was nothing that was actively done on there. I can probably do that a little bit better, to be honest, guys. I've got people saying that was brilliant. Did you guys? Was that actually good? I kind of lost it there. I'm gonna redo that take. 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure most people that lose an arm after it being blasted off would want to stop the fight. Okay. Maybe his armor was covering a fake arm. Why not blow off the other one? You called after you blew off both arms. And he's still chasing you? What is the color of this? What is the color? That's assuming I know the armor. I don't like that one. How did I start that one? Yeah. I would think that most people, after having their arm blew off, wouldn't want to continue the fight. So, I mean, maybe you blew off something that wasn't an arm, and like the armor was just hiding it. Why not blow off the other one? He's still charging after you. Damn, this guy has got iron will. Blow off his legs. I've got a question. If he is still trying to attack you, what is the color of this guy's armor that he's wearing? Black. Is your translator on? Turn it on. That would be the Black Knight. I don't think you're gonna lose this fight, but I would argue that you're probably not gonna win it either. I don't know. No one's ever actually gotten far enough to like blow. I mean, you can blow off his head and see what happens. If he's just worm crawling his way towards you, you have all the time in the world to do kind of whatever you want. Actually, you could probably. He called your mother a what? And you. I would argue that your father probably does smell of elderberries. I would also argue that's not his insult to actually give to you. But we're not going to go. What do you mean you're going to walk away? You are moments away from winning. Why don't you just pick him up and mount him to your ship and let him mock your enemies? I understand that words hurt. Dagger through your heart. Are you telling me the Black Knight won because he bullied you into losing? I'm not sure whose side I'm supposed to be on right now. Shit! That was a really good line. I had to stop right there. First is better. You'll be honest, you like the first version. I mean, we can take a look at him. Is he wearing any kind of armor? Well, okay. What was that? I can hear an echo. Future videos versus cheesy opponents. Well, let's take a look at both of these. What I'll do is I'll real quick, if it lets me send both of them, is I will send both of them to our Discord. We'll grab them, we'll take a look, and I'm gonna borrow your file transfer, Chris. We're gonna grab them and take it back to. Yeah, I know. Repeating the lines back to you, I would need the "'tis a flesh wound." Yeah, "'tis just a flesh wound." Oh, I need the Black Knight's lines. Um, let me take a look at this. This is what happens when you get a little bit rusty and you just haven't done it in a while. Did that not want to post? I can see it on the mobile's end. I can't see it on that end. Yeah, I agree. Three, two, one. I'd argue. I would argue that most people that. I would argue that most people that. I would argue that after. I would argue that most people who would have their arm blown off would stop. I would argue that. I don't know. I'm stuck on the argue. Yeah, I don't know why I was trying. I feel that most people that have lost an arm, especially due to a plasma blast, would not want to continue the fight. Well, you're not a man. You're a Yautja, an alien being. I feel like you'd be able to move past that location. You can just tell him, and he would probably move for you. And blow off his other arm. If the Well, what kind of armor is he wearing? Maybe you blew off an arm that was not a functional arm to begin with. What is he saying now after taking "'tis but a scratch"? Does he still have his legs left? sorry. Take out his legs. What's he doing now? I understand this is the first time you come up against somebody who could effectively be truly invincible, at least in the sense of not being able to kill them. What do you mean his legs are moving back? That's new. Did he get an upgrade? Oh yeah, I totally know who this is. I mean, you have an opportunity to just win this battle and grab him and have him as a trophy. Exactly what is he saying that's hurting your feelings right now? Your belly is yellow. Why would that hurt your feelings? I understand that words hurt and they can feel like a dagger in your heart. Please don't make me choose your side in this. I honestly don't know who to root for now. You're getting bullied by someone effectively in no way in your area of expertise. I totally spaced what I was going to say. Fuck.
I'm ready to record.
For forgot what I was gonna. I'll unmute you.
Sorry. I'm ready to record. You mind if I go?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I gotta actually turn on my monitors over here so that I have sunlight.
Oh.
Go ahead.
That's.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I need to.
I'm gonna mute you and go ahead and record.
Okay. I'm gonna mute Chris. You guys might have to deal with both of us recording at the same time. 3, 2.
Black suit, big helmet, and red laser sword. Yeah, that's Darth Vader.
I feel that anyone that loses an arm, especially due to a plasma blast, would not want to continue the fight.
Why?
Like at all.
Where do I start? I mean, his sword is superheated plasma that cuts through meter-thick plasma.
Maybe it was a non-functional piece. What color is the armor?
He can choke you without touching you.
So
throw
it's just
things at you
armor.
without touching them.
Very easy to hide.
Without touching
maybe blow off the other one.
Whole spacecraft trying to enter orbit back to the ground.
He said the words exactly.
He is walking death as far as you should be concerned.
I would argue it's just a flesh wound. You could probably take out his legs too.
He doesn't have glasses. Way. How big is his helmet?
His bite is definitely worse than his bark in this case.
To his body, or is it
maybe his bark is worse than his bite, depending on how far he goes.
Okay, ask him exact wording. Like, who is your former roommate's cousin's nephew's uncle's son?
Congratulations, you have met somebody who is
I know
immortal, not necessarily invulnerable.
Former roommates.
Well, his name's the Black Knight.
Cousins, nephews,
as the
uncle's son. And tell me if he bellows.
How did he hear
Lone Star?
Like, this is somebody you could effectively actually win against. You could just continue to blow him up.
Dollar store Darth
a knife in the heart.
Feared Halloween Sith.
What is he calling you now that has hurt you? Your belly is yellow. Why does that hurt you?
You can go ahead and kill him. Yes, he's gonna try to run. Call me when you're done. We'll talk about targets that might actually be a good hunt.
In this particular instance, don't make me choose between the two of you. Okay? I'll tell you what. Call it a draw. It's sad, but let's call it a draw. I don't know. I feel like that could have been better.
Warforged. He goes, this sounds like an actual call center now. We're both on calls. So Dark Helmet can only use ludicrous speed if he's in Spaceball 1, and he's just fighting them with the Schwartz and his little Schwartz blade.
Levi, don't overdo it again. You need to. Oh, yeah. For everyone wondering, last week I was live multiple times a day for almost a week straight, and that was a bit much for me. But yeah, I get it.
Man, Big Tiny, I had a really good take just now, but that's a really good line. Let me see if there's anything in here that needs to get redone. I really don't want to record it again because I'm really happy with that. But yeah, Timu Darth Vader might be a good line. Crap. Sometimes you got to sacrifice a good line for a good take.
I got 4 different versions of this. I'm gonna peek through them and see which one I like the most and kind of
go. I'm gonna transfer this onto my computer.
And also, it apparently did not. Like, are you able to see in the file transfer the two
in Dropbox or in
Discord? in Chris file transfer. I was trying to use that, and like I don't see it on my computer.
Yeah, I see them both.
I'll exit and pull it back up. I'm still not pulling it up on my computer. That's so
Weird.
weird.
This is going to be a really stupid thing to say because it happens on my chat at work all the time. Have you made sure that you scrolled all the way down?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I thought of the same thing. I thought maybe it might have. What? Why do I got a random friend invite? No, thank you.
What if it's somebody cool?
Most of the time, it's people trying to scam you. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's not letting me.
Have you quit out and gone all the way back in?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I could see my text, but I can't see the video uploads.
Let me download them and put them back on there myself.
All right.
See if that works.
Because the first one I did of this, a lot of people, we had some people saying that they loved that. I didn't quite like it, but I might just grab these, take a look at the latest version I did, compare it to the first version, and I might just have to script this one out. Either way, I think it's a fantastic idea of having the Predator versus the Black Knight and having it just be that hilarity that the Black Knight causes. The first was the best, to be honest, and to me it felt like very rambly. The first one is 2 minutes and 15 seconds is the first one. I screw up the first take.
I feel that most people that have lost an arm would want to stop the fight. Are you sure you blew off the arm?
Because weird, the files are, when you download them off Discord, they're 70 megabytes.
If it was a functional arm, why do you blow off?
Hold on.
Again, that's because of the compression. Third was best, you think? So what I'll do is I'll just pop these on Dropbox, and
I got it.
Oh, I have 2 other takes to do, anyways. So
then just stop uploading it.
Huh?
Stop uploading it then.
I'm not uploading anything.
Do you want me to stop uploading it back for you?
Oh yeah. Go ahead and stop uploading it. That's fine. Since I'm going to want to do this anyway, so let's do this. That's 9 minutes I just recorded.
Wow.
We'll upload it to CapCut. We'll download it. We'll take a look at it, and we'll while that's uploading, we can do other things. So you have recorded quite a bit of Dresden content. As of late, you have recorded. Let's see here. I think the last one you did was the Battle of Itza.
Battle of what? Chichen Itza.
Yeah. So 1, 2.
I've done 3.
3. You've only done 3?
Yep.
Oh, I thought you did more than that.
No.
No, it's because you were asking. So the first one did 157,000. Second one 68,000. Third one 34,000. That's just on YouTube. We know that they did better on Facebook. The days of having decent internet and watching my uploads go is gone.
They won't fix it?
No, they will not. I can't even get a hold of anybody anymore. So what I did is I called a different service provider, and I have my name on a wait list.
Yep, I got the same here. We got a couple new. We have a couple new fiber providers in the area because I refuse to use AT&T. As much as I hate Spectrum, I hate AT&T way more. Maybe they're a different company now, but back in the early 2000s, they lost my business forever. I don't know how you all feel about AT&T, but
You enjoyed Samara's snark. So that's where. Did you see your script in the villain suggestions? By the way, I do not think I did.
did you tag us in it, Steven? Because if not, there's so much going on in the Discord that I cannot keep up.
Even with tags, it can be hard to keep up.
At least I'll notice tags.
And there's a USPS one. The broom ball. I'm in the villain suggestions right now. If you just type in, if you just reply to your, here it is. Yesterday. John goes, Vegeta, hi Vegeta, how are you? The new outfits are wrong. New outfits? The new outfits are reordered. What is wrong with them? Are they the wrong size? Sometimes you just have to wear them in a little. No, they're the wrong outfits. They have frills and bows on them. Oh, it's from that the script idea from the picture of Sailor Moon outfits getting swapped.
Yeah. Saiyan Moon. Saiyan Moon. Something's wrong, John. I've gone Super Sailor.
It kind of does a back and forth between you and Vegeta, saying that you'll fix the mistake. I hear it. I call Bulma up. You have photos, right? Bulma, yeah, but I promised I wouldn't share. Huh?
Can you just tag me in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. I found it. Wait, no, I didn't.
It's the newest one. So just go to villain suggestions and go all the way down.
Yeah, there's another script a little bit above that about John and Nappa. On.
Now from Nathan.
Yeah.
Ew. No, I'm good at that one.
It's gross, but it's kind of funny.
Oh, all right.
Hi, Vegeta, how are you? These new outfits are wrong. New outfits? The new outfits we ordered. What's wrong with them? Are they the wrong size? Unless you have to wear them a little while. No, they are the wrong outfits. They have frills and bows on them. Oh. I see we had 2 orders for replacement outfits that day. The Sailor Moon girls also ordered new ones. Nappa must have got the deliveries mixed up. Nappa. That explains why they were delivered directly to Bulma, who insisted we try them on. Is he still upset about the whole murder thing? Yeah, kind of. Well, that will be a problem, rules. Anything used can't be returned. That's fine. I thought we could say Krillin to return his. He seems very happy with it. Well, to be fair, Popo would love doing this. Would love doing these lines. It's probably the only one who can pull that off.
I would suspect anybody that lost an arm would immediately stop wanting to fight. Lost an arm would immediately stop wanting to fight. So are you 100%? Three, two, one. I feel that anyone that loses an arm.
So that's the last one. That's the first one.
Steven, how would you feel about me taking this and making some slight tweaks to put a final button on it and then getting Popo to voice it? Because I like this a lot.
I think it's funny.
I just want to get Steven's go ahead before I change up what he wrote.
So hopefully I don't.
Keep exactly as is, or like just change a line, a couple words here and there.
So I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to play the first one, and we'll the second one I don't really like, but we'll play the first one. I've got 4 different versions of these. Worst case scenario, we mix and match and take from the ones that work. I was not aware that there was no audio on that. So right here is where we should start.
I feel that most people that have lost an arm would want to stop the fight. Are you sure that you blew off their arm and not like something that they didn't need? Well, if they're wearing all black armor, you can't be 100% sure if it was a functional arm. Why don't you blow off the other? You did? Well, if he's still coming after you, does he have legs? Blow those off? Huh. So, I think I know who you're fighting. Is he currently hopping towards you? Blow the other one off. Apparently he's learned how to do the worm. Okay. You could take your win. Well, I get that he hasn't stopped the fight, but I mean, he can't really fight, and you're just gonna why not take the win? You're the ultimate hunter of hunters. You could mount him entirely and let him mock your enemies from afar. Are you telling me that you're gonna let him win because he mocked you? Yes, words have power, and they can hurt. But I'd like to point out that you're supposed to be the hunter of hunters. You know what? Have at it. Can I at least know what he called you? It hurt too much? I don't care. I kind of lost the... I would think that most people, after having their arm blew off, wouldn't want to continue the fight.
I'm not a fan of take 2 either way. There were some people who liked take 3.
I feel that most people that have lost an arm, especially due to a plasma blast, would not want to continue the fight. Well, you're not a man. You're a Yautja, an alien being. I feel like you'd be able to move past that location. You can just tell him, and he would probably move for you. Then blow off his other arm. Well, what kind of armor is he wearing? Maybe you blew off an arm that was not a functional arm to begin with. What is he saying now after taking... 'Tis but a scratch? Does he still have his legs left? Sorry. Take out his legs. What's he doing now? I understand this is the first time you come up against somebody who could effectively be truly invincible. At least in the sense of not being able to kill them. What do you mean his legs are moving back? That's new. Did he get an upgrade? Oh yeah, I totally know who this is. I mean, you have an opportunity to just win this battle and just grab him and have him as a trophy. Exactly what is he saying that's hurting your feelings right now? Your belly is yellow. Why would that hurt your feelings? I understand that words hurt and they can feel like a dagger in your heart. Please don't make me choose your side in this. I honestly don't know who to root for now. You're getting bullied by someone effectively in no way in your area of expertise. I totally spaced what I was going to say. Fuck.
Last take.
I feel that anyone that loses an arm, especially due to a plasma blast, would not want to continue the fight. Like at all. Okay. Well, what kind of armor is he wearing? Maybe it was a non-functional piece. What color is the armor? Okay, so it's just black armor. That's very easy to hide. So maybe blow off the other one. Are you sure he said the words exactly? 'Tis a scratch. I would argue it's just a flesh wound. You could probably take out his legs too. His bite is definitely worse than his bark in this case. Or maybe his bark is worse than his bite, depending on how far he goes. What is he doing? The worm towards you? It's like, is he belly crawling? Congratulations, you have met somebody who is immortal, not necessarily invulnerable. Well, his name's the Black Knight. Noted as the Black. How did he hurt your feelings? Like, this is somebody you could effectively actually win against. You could just continue to blow him up. A knife in the heart. What is he calling you now that has hurt you? Your belly is yellow. Why does that hurt you? You're sensitive, but I legitimately don't know who to root for in this particular instance. Don't make me choose between the two of you. Okay? I'll tell you what. Call it a draw.
Thank you, Blake Walker.
We can actually stop here. So hopefully by muting my screen audio. Yeah, I prefer the last one, but it's still all four of them have a bit of an issue, right? The fourth one is definitely the strongest, in my opinion. But Chris, what do you think? Are you muted?
I was working on my video. I want you and the fans to decide, and the chat to decide.
So the last one uses parts from all three, but it definitely needs some functional work. The third one is not that great. The second one we skip because it's just pure. See, Screaming Dragon, that's effectively what we're thinking. I I think I could get rid of the 2 in the middle. I could get rid of take 2 and 3, and just kind of, if we look at take 1 and 2, when we just transcribe it. I agree. The last one was definitely the best balance, but it still needs a little bit of work there. So what we're going to do is we're going to transcribe both these videos. We're going to take a look at how things go. Very rambly, the first one. Last one was less rambly, but I'm still having some issues. Out of league. League. That's what it is. Out of his league. So let me read this here. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before. I'm not gonna retranscribe this. I'm gonna leave this transcribed the way it is now, so I can see pretty much both these scripts, and we're gonna still wing it. I'm going to mute here. Also, I'm going to stop sharing so you guys don't have to deal with an echo just in case. I feel that most people who have lost an arm, especially due to a plasma blast, would kind of just not want to continue the fight. Are you sure you blew off their arm and not something they didn't need? Well, if they're wearing all black armor, you can't be 100% sure it was a functional arm. Maybe it was a mechanical arm that they didn't need. Why don't you try blowing off the other one? He's still coming after you? You called it a scratch? There's no way. Does he still have his legs? Blow off one of them for me. I want to see. he's like bunny hopping towards you. Let me guess what he said. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Oh, you already blew off the other one. Oh, is he rolling towards you, or is he worming his way towards you? What do you mean he called you a mean name? What could he possibly have called you? I would argue that, one, your belly is yellow, so I don't know why that would help. But a yellow-bellied shrubbery isn't really much of anything at all. The father smelling of elderberries is not his line to actually use. I think he got his lines mixed up. Oh, it's Black Knight. Look, you effectively met somebody who is immortal, but not invincible. But he would make a great trophy. You could just mount him on the wall, and he could mock your enemies. Why not? Like, this is an easy win for you. Don't make me choose between the. How am I supposed to make you choose? I don't want to choose between the two of you. I understand that words hurt, and it felt like a knife to the heart. But this is an easy win. Don't walk away. Don't walk. They never win. I don't know. I don't like the lines mixed up part. Yeah, no, that one was no. So I want to work in the elderberry stuff and whatnot, but I can't because those are not his lines, and I can't use them. This may be too goofy to do.
It's really damn goofy.
No, it's never too goofy to do. Who am I? I would argue that I feel that anyone that would lose an arm to a plasma blast would not want to continue the battle. Are you absolutely sure it was a functional arm and not like some mechanical arm? Well, if he's wearing all black armor, you have no idea if it was a why don't blow off the other one? That would. You said 'tis a scratch? Or those was. No. Hold on. Before you blow. Let me guess. His words for blowing off his legs were just a flesh wound. Congrats. You have met the Black Knight, the Epinephy. Fuck! I know what to do. I feel that anyone that loses an arm due to a plasma blast would not want to continue the fight. Are you sure it was a functional arm? Maybe we'll see if they're covered in all armor. You're not 100% sure. Blow off the other one. They're still coming after you. And then, so I need to make sure the words exactly were 'tis a scratch. No. You don't worry about blowing. Let me guess. After you blew off his legs, just a flesh wound. Yeah. I waited too long to say that line. I have it. I know what to do here. Lock the stuff. I feel that anyone that would lose an arm due to a plasma blast would not want to continue the fight. First of all, congratulations. No, I don't like how that started. I feel like anyone that would lose an arm. I feel like anyone that lost an arm due to a plasma blast would not want to continue the fight. Are you sure it was a functional arm and not like, I don't know, a prosthetic of some kind? Maybe it was an all metal arm. Maybe it was a mechanical. Maybe I know what joke I needed to have in there, and I spaced it. 3, 2, 1. I feel that anyone that lost their arm due to a plasma blast would not want to continue the fight. Are you sure it was a functional arm? I mean, if it was a full metal arm, I'm pretty sure they'd still be able to see if they're covered in all black armor. You're not 100% sure, are you? Take out another limb. Okay. And they're still coming after you? 'Tis a scratch. Were those the words that they used exactly? It was just 'tis. Try taking out a leg. Let me guess. His words were just a flesh wound. This is lucky guess. You're probably. I mean, take out the other leg. Just let him worm his way around towards you, and his bite is not worse than his bark in this case, especially considering he's got a helmet on. Because it's the Black Knight. Of course, I know who you're talking about. He's not even going to be able to bite you unless you take off the helmet. Yes, he can use words, and words hurt. Do not make me choose between the two of you in this scenario. your belly is yellow. I don't know why that would hurt. You have an opportunity to take a win. Take him as a trophy, mount him to your ship, and let him mock your enemies from afar. I don't know. He could call them all kinds of things. He could mock their mothers and fathers and say that they smelled of elderberries. I don't know. It's entirely up to you what you do, but you could take this. You're walking away. You're going to let him win. I can't believe I'm actually on your side on this. Look what you've done. No, I could have cut that off earlier, to be honest. I don't know. He's basically a human. Problem with that particular joke, and the reason why I'm not using it, is I follow people online who do not have, who were born without limbs. And yes, they make the joke that they're a human burrito. I am not going to be making that joke. Especially in this particular context. Chris, can you still hear me, or did you mute me?
I muted me. I can hear you.
What'd you think of that last one?
I'm still working on mine.
You fucking weren't paying attention. Fuck. All right.
Are you happy with it? Does it make you laugh?
I'm gonna double check. Yeah. It felt good though.
If you're trying to make it funny and you don't think it's funny, don't post it.
Is yellow.
It is dead air. Sorry about that day, Charlotte. I'm finishing my edit. Levi's watching his.
Oh, okay. That take works
Yeah.
much better. I don't think I could realistically, unless I wrote out a full script on it, and I'm not wanting to I'm wanting to do some improv, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to share this with everyone because Chris wasn't paying attention.
Huh?
I think this is the strongest one by far.
Mine's done. Subtitled and everything, ready to go.
Look at you, all editing all fast.
It's very reminiscent of the old Predator versus figure it out with the title at the top changes throughout the video.
I was just gonna do the same thing for mine too.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the same thing
Do it.
for mine, where I was gonna have the titles change.
Yep. Like this is old style. Like I did the video. I'm happy with it. I think it's funny enough. I'm gonna share this real quick, and then you can share yours. Sound good?
Yeah. Especially because mine's not gonna be edited.
Yep. Black suit, big helmet, red laser sword. Yeah, that's Darth Vader. Yes, he's absolutely on the list. Why? Where do I start? I mean, his sword is superheated plasma that cuts through meter-thick blast doors. He has multiple of those. He can choke you without touching you, throw things at you without touching them, throw you without touching you, pull spacecraft trying to enter orbit back to the ground. I mean, he is walking death as far as you should be concerned. He stopped to do what? Clean his glass? He doesn't have glasses. Wait. How big is his helmet? Is it proportional-ish to his body, or is it like comically oversized? Okay, ask him, exact wording, who is your former roommate's cousin's nephew's uncle's son? Yes, I know it sounds stupid. Ask him slowly. Former roommates, cousins, nephews, uncle's son. And tell me if he bellows, Lone Star! Yeah, that's Dark Helmet. Dollar store Darth Vader. Spirit Halloween Sith. He uses the Schwartz. That's like sparkling water with a hint of Force essence. You can go ahead and kill him. Yes, he's going to try to run. Call me when you're done. We'll talk about targets that might actually be a good hunt for you. Black suit, big helmet, and red. Is this gonna be a million view video? No. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be content that's gonna keep the channel alive while we get other stuff done.
Same with mine.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna share mine. And mind you, I'm gonna have the titles change at the same time too. Mute.
Three, two, one. I feel that anyone that lost their arm due to a plasma blast would not want to continue the fight. Are you sure it was a functional arm? I mean, if it was a full metal arm, I'm pretty sure they would still be able to see if they're covered in all black armor. You're not 100% sure, are you? Take out another limb. Okay. And they're still coming after you? 'Tis a scratch. Were those the words that they used exactly? Was just tis. Try taking out a leg. Let me guess. His words were just a flesh wound. Just look at guess. You're probably. I mean, take out the other leg. You can just let him worm his way around towards you. And his bite is not worse than his bark in this case, especially considering he's got a helmet on. Because it's the Black Knight. Of course I know who you're talking about. He's not even going to be able to bite you unless you take off the helmet. Yes, he can use words, and words hurt. Do not make me choose between the two of you in this scenario. Your belly is yellow. I don't know why that would hurt. You have an opportunity to take a win. Take him as a trophy, mount him to your ship, and let him mock your enemies from afar. I don't know, he could call them all kinds of things. He could mock their mothers and fathers and say that they smelled of elderberries. I don't know. It's entirely up to you what you do, but you could take this. You're walking away. You're gonna let him win. I can't believe I'm actually on your side on this. Look what you've done.
I can't hear you.
No apologies needed, anime lover. It's I think everyone's got their own terminology for what up and down means as far as space goes.
I heard it too, and I was like, that could go either way. Like I'm nerdy enough to know that that was correct, and like you could have said it two different ways. So, what would you? I think what sells it at the end was the accents. To be honest, the Makum Famafa and whatnot. But that's outside of like scripting that out thoroughly and trying to make an already goofy movie or a goofy video even more so.
It's a goofy movie too.
It's a goofy movie. That's a different one we're talking about. What do you think of it though?
I liked it.
Yeah, and so
I was amused.
You were amused. So yeah, I will get to editing that and do the same thing with title. It's gonna start off as in like Full Metal Alchemist, immediately go to Black Arbor. Here's everyone here. Do I bait and switch you with the title? Predators versus Full Metal. Because it's still Full Metal Armor.
Right. I would say the only reason not to is because you know who he's talking about, but do you know initially? Do you know initially or do you figure it out?
I figure it out.
Okay. Then I wouldn't say Full Metal Alchemist because the guy in the armor is not the Full Metal
No,
Alchemist.
I said Full Metal.
Still.
Predator versus Full Metal. And so I don't find out until later on.
But okay, but are you referring to Full Metal Alchemist when you say that?
Outside of the video, yeah.
Okay, so the guy in the armor is not Full Metal Alchemist.
No, he is not.
Right.
You
so
will trick too many people. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that it would trick too many people.
You're gonna get also too many people who are gonna be trying to correct you, like I am, saying that's not Full Metal, that's his brother Alphonse, who doesn't have an alchemist name.
Yeah. I don't want to give it away though either. Like, a guy in black armor? Predators versus a guy in black armor? Or a guy in armor?
Yeah.
Ooh, a guy in armor.
Mm-hmm.
Put that title there.
You should totally wear the Edward shirt when you record it and go, is his name Edward?
I already recorded that video.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Oh, you're talking about the title. I thought you were talking about things to do when you were re-recording.
I admit that if that's a lost opportunity.
Yeah,
but that is such a quick joke that I do at the start about the Full Metal thing that it's not worth it. A metal man? Well, a person in full mysterious man in armor. No, a predator versus a man in armor. There are a lot of people that can be mistaken for a man in armor.
Yes.
So that's what we're gonna do. Tin Man. I will edit that later. I've got kiddos. I got one that I can hear. Tobias.
Yep.
That's a.
I would love to call it to get some extra sleep tonight.
No, it is. It is Tobias. Okay.
'Cause I've still been sleep deprived.
Okay. I gotta figure out a proper dinner for me. I wanted to do more. We are not going to get more done, just because of life happening. Real quick though, while we're still here, I want to do two things before we pop off. First of all, do we want another Dresden video and have
Yes.
it be a Dresden versus? Okay.
Yes. The ones that I've got in mind are Dresden, as Motorcycle US. We did the Bloodline Curse video, but so it's Dresden in year 2, because everyone was asking, please do Dresden in every year of Potter. So I'm looking at that. But it's going to be what did I have? I had Dresden in year 2 as a consultant teaching Harry Potter Dresden spells, and having someone call in to complain about it. I was gonna do I had like 3 queued up that I was gonna do, and I forgot what the other 2 are. I've got them written down somewhere.
So we have there's a storyline where we have Constantine and Dresden both hunting effectively Pennywise.
Yeah.
And since then we've done a full Pennywise storyline. We could do Predator versus a clown, or not Predator versus. I mean Dresden versus a clown, and have it be the Joker. But he would not be a fight in any shape, form, or way for Dresden. Outside of the fact he uses some really underhanded tactics and other people to fight his battle. And technically,
Harry uses magic and guns. So Harry would be like, cute pistol. I've got one too.
Right? So the question is would that be one that people would oh yeah, they would. People would totally pop on that one to watch Dresden Merc or dang near the Joker.
The whole thing with Dresden is he fights magical enemies.
Yeah.
Supernatural enemy. He doesn't typically fight regular people.
Well, technically speaking, there is a time where the Joker does get magic.
He doesn't fight regular people.
Yeah.
Non-magical people. Unless there's no option.
Hey,
Josh, how's it going?
No, yeah, he's been on our channel before. So what's somebody that we can have Dresden fight? That would be fun. Do a versus video with Dresden that we haven't done a few times already. The accident. I didn't ban anyone this time. I haven't pressed the buttons to ban anyone. Don't get on my case about that. The Batman Who Laughs. Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. That was your phantom. And then we have so Chris is going to be doing Dresden year 2 of Harry Potter.
And a couple others. We'll figure it out. You got to deal with kids and dinner. I want to get some sleep. Everybody, thank you for joining us tonight.
Are you available tomorrow or Thursday?
Definitely not Thursday. I think tomorrow. I'll know late afternoon for sure.
Can you take a look at the Stitches Thor? It's been updated to reflect the proper script that was actually used. Can you take a look and toss in some ideas that you might have for the continuation of it?
Yeah.
and then I can take a look and see if anything sparks. I think that's my biggest problem is I don't have anything sparking how to continue that.
Okay.
As soon as I have that idea, I know how to finagle it. Anyways, I want to thank you all for joining us. Remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. We wish you all peace of mind, serenity, and body, spirit, and harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way again, have an Acme day.
Have an Acme Day is a product of Villain. Having an Acme Day will eventually deliver to your account. Have an Acme Day.
And have an Acme day simply means the best day you possibly can have.
Not
Bye
everyone.
now.